Let's talk about GBP USD, right? So real quick, I'll just try to analyze this pair and see what we see and react to what we see, right? Correct. So based on the daily, this is what we see, right? We've seen that the price basically has been on an uptrend. So the only thing we should be marking is our previous high. That's the last high, which is the daily high. We also have this. It's a low. Maybe mark this level right here. So we should be reacting to what we see over here. Okay. So real quick, maybe I think I should introduce now my trend line. Maybe have this right here. Let me just flip my screen just a minute. Right there. So that what's this? Just a minute. All right. So let me just have this adjusted. Have it 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. So then I hit the H4 real quick. Right there. Probably we should clone this, then drag it right there. Oh, come on. Oh, Sony. Have it right there. That's it. Correct. So what we see is something like a bullish flag or a continuation pattern, right? So I think for us to look for entries, right, because right now we see that kind of the market has already taken out this continuation pattern, right, this bullish flag. So for us to look for a buy opportunity, because now we see that that is what kind of the market is printing, right? So maybe we should identify or mark our sensitive zones or level that price might kind of try to pull back. Now once we get a pullback, that's when we look for entries. Doesn't mean that we're going to have our pending orders so that price is going to triggers us in, but no, that's not how I trade. I wait for pullback and now see how price is going to react to my levels. If I see price pulling back to my level and not giving me the blueprint or signal that she's ready, I'm not going to do a thing, right? So I'm anticipating. Let me see this pullback. All right, still okay with me. So this is it. I think if I see price pulling back right here, oh, come on, right here, that will be a good thing. No, to target that last high, which is still a good valid zone. It's not bad to target that level, right? But now the thing is, we should be understanding this approach right here. That pullback should be key and golden, right? Once we see how price is going to react around this level, that's when we should be ready to do what price is telling us. And if you don't see a thing, we don't react to that, right? Because price might continue dropping, right, with that pullback, maybe going back to target this level. So it's always either way. So if price breaks out of this low right there, my anticipated next level that price will try to target should be this level over here. So those are the key levels that I should be watching out for, because right now we only had an impulse phase. So I'm anticipating a correction, because I still believe price never just give impulse, right? Always after an impulse we expect a correction, right? So this is what I'm anticipating. Let me see if that makes sense. Okay. I hope you saw that, right? So I'll have this, then wait for that. In fact, let me just do this right there, something like this. That should be my anticipation, right? So these are the things that I'm supposed to wait to see price print until I get the confirmation. Even if I see price continue dropping, I'll just follow along until I see the confirmation that I'm ready to go all the way up. Right there. Maybe a tighter stop loss, guys, because I do take my entry of the 1 minute time frame. So that's it. Let me see. Probably if we have a trend just over here for a confirmation, I hope. Let's see, maybe that should be it, and I'll try to clone it if that makes sense. No, that doesn't make sense, so we'll try the next one. Let's do this. Boom, right there, and let's have it. Makes sense, yeah, correct. So this should be it, right? So yeah, that is my anticipation on GU. That's still on the H4. Let me see the H1 right over here. Like we say, we only had an impulse phase right here, so I'm anticipating a correction phase. So let me just have an alert right here. Once I hear that triggered, I'll come and see what the market is doing or how price is reacting to this level. If she continues dropping, this is my next level that I should watch out. If I don't see a thing, I'm not going to react to anything, right? Let me adjust this to be more neat, and I don't want to miss a thing. I hope that's it. I hope that makes sense. Now I'll have it added to my eye list. And then real quick, probably I should look into maybe GBP JPY, guys. I think I missed that entry yesterday night. I was looking for another good sell position, GBP JPY and also CAD JPY. I think I missed that. So real quick, okay. Oh, guys, remember we also had this analysis. I don't know when was that, before the week started. You see price dropped to 400. What's this? 411 pips, which is 4,000 points. So I'll just remove everything and start fresh. Real quick, of the daily, we've seen GBP JPY, like, all right, anything that has JPY has been dropping because somehow Japanese yen has really gained strength. So remember, flip my screen. So one thing I should understand, that price was kind of creating a trend right there, because we've seen we already had two touches, 1 2 right there. So let me just edit this and then go to the 4 hour. Right there. So I hope things are making sense right here. Let's just have this right there. Let's have it. Then clone it real quick right there. Now I don't know what's with trading. Anytime you clone, you see the market doing its thing. Boom, you see 1 2 right there. So that's it. So there's that possibility that price will try to go back, or try to target this trend line of ours. But at the same time, you never know, she might hit this, give us a third touch before she goes. But we only react to what we see at the moment, right? Let's just remove there. Now inside this already I see a continuation pattern, which is a flag, bearish flag. Remember, the screen is flipped right over here. 1 2 right there, and then let me drag this, drag it below right there. Correct. Now let's hit the H1 and see what we have. Right, so this is it. This is what we see. Right, so let's just have this right there. But at the same time, you also understand that we also have a trend right here. I hope you guys can see this clearly. We have a trend right here. First touch or second touch, price broke. We also have another trend, instant trend, but let's just go with this, right? So right now what we see is that GBPJP also had an impulse phase, so probably we anticipate a correction before we see maybe GBPJPY going all the way down. Let's just try to understand this trend of ours, or this continuation pattern of ours. So we can have this one to right there. Already I see something, right? Correct. Then right over here, yeah, that's making sense. Correct. So right over here there's also another reversal. Correct. So the next thing, it should be identify levels that price might try to go back and retest. So those are the key levels that we should be looking for entry. Remember, where people have their stop loss, that is where we should be looking for our position, right? So flip back, correct. So this is what we see. So like I've identified, is only this level. If price breaks out of that level, then the next level should be this, right? Let me just mark these two. Boom. Right, so that's the crucial part. Those are the crucial part, right? So we only need to see how price is going to react around this level, guys, because like I say, we had an impulse phase, probably a smaller correction, and off the 15, then now we had an impulse phase. So I'm anticipating another correction phase. Probably if we see how price is going to react around this level, then we should be looking for our sell position, right? Because you're taking a buy on this joint right now is kind of risky, because we're still, everything basically I see is still on a downtrend. So I should not be looking for buys. Any buys that I see, probably that's just a pullback. Correct. So yeah, the next level should be this right here, which I think she's trying to target, but probably she might even take out that level and try to follow the trend. Still okay though. This is the trend right there. So yeah, I think if I see a good reaction around this, I think I'm going to look for sale position. So I'll just have an alert right here. Right, so I believe that's it, and adios mi amigos.